Davido recently shut down Warri again. That is an interesting one for Davido. Remember that Davido and Amaju Pinnick had an issue that escalated for some time, and Davido was supposed to do that Warri again last year, but because of some issues Davido was unable to attend and do it, and that escalated into something great at the time. But right now I think I'm learning a lot from the conflict that happened between Davido and Amaju Pinnick. What am I learning? I still got something coming in from Davido talking about, yes, the love he has for Wizkid, and that he said in a particular interview, and a lot of people are really responding to this. But before we dive into all of this, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos, and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below and the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos. I take brand marketing seriously. That is what is coming in from Davido. That is a big secret of Davido, and which he actually shared on social media. A lot of people are really excited at that. Remember a conflict that happened between Davido and Wizkid, where Wizkid has to rant a lot, and some people are coming out to justify why Wizkid has to call out Davido and inclusive of his family at the time. Even Wizkid's dad actually came out to support his child. I think sometimes not everything you need to support. That is something I got to understand. I will still speak about that in a particular video so that we get to understand some kind of big stories happening in the music industry. Davido said this at a recent interview, and some people are really excited that he said this, and that is a strategy of winning by Davido. That is something I got to understand. I think we need to catch a glimpse before we dive into what he said.
How do you feel about being the brand ambassador of such a unique brand?
I mean, it feels good. Everybody knows, like, the Davido brand. I'm also involved in other brands, like you guys know, Mattel, Puma, Infinix, the list goes on. So everybody knows, and I take brand marketing very seriously, especially if I like the brand.
Now you get to understand Davido better at a time like this. Remember that issues of Puma actually came out during the rant of Wizkid, and some people were ready to clarify a lot of things about that. You know, somebody came out to clarify that Puma actually reached out to Wizkid, but the money Wizkid was charging was much, and Davido decided to accept the amount they gave to him. This is because Davido is business-minded and Wizkid is star-minded. That is something different between these guys. Wizkid is star, wants to maintain his teeth, but Davido wants to actually earn money for himself and for his family, and that is the difference between Davido and Wizkid. I don't think they need to fight over this. This is a kind of strategy that Davido has actually revealed to us, and some people are getting to understand it big time at a time like this. I think it's all interesting for us to note that Davido has a better strategy when it comes to brand promotion compared to the likes of Wizkid and Burna Boy. When you check the drive of Davido trying to put this brand ahead of himself, like the Mattel driving the brand in Africa and in the world at large, that is really one thing I love about this guy, because he put himself all out and was able to make Mattel more acceptable in Nigeria and other African countries and the world at large, and that has made Davido more popular at the end of the day and more favorite for branding. That is something I got to understand about this. What are your own takes about this kind of story? I want you to put your own comment in the comment section so that you can have a take on this. I want you guys to watch when Davido spoke about Wizkid and how he has a love for Wizkid, so that you will get to understand that, you know, most times the conflict between Davido and Wizkid are being caused by people around them. That is something I got to understand from this kind of big story. Let's catch a glimpse of this.
I love Wizkid, bro. I know he loves me too. He knows.
How would you describe Wizkid now?
What do you mean now?
In this moment, how would you describe Wizkid?
Stress.
Huh?
No stress.
No stress.
When did things start looking like they had fallen apart? At what point?
Honestly, I think from like me dropping my first album, things started like, you know, shaking.
How did you feel like you became competition?
Of course, definitely.
I think he felt that.
Of course, he knows that. And that could be the only reason why he's flexing now. Because I've never done nothing. It's the competition that caused this. Can I ask you something? Be honest with you?
Yeah.
Did me and Wizzy's beef make us bigger?
Probably.
Yes, he did.
So you guys doing it on purpose?
No, no. That's not why.
Are you doing it on purpose?
No.
Do you think he's doing it on purpose?
No. It's like there's really like it's my brother, but like there's really a problem.
Yeah.
That we need to fix.
Yeah.
Guys, on your own take now, what do you understand from the story of Davido speaking about Wizkid? I think you have to put your own submission in the comment section so that we can have a glimpse at that. But what I believe about all of this is based on what I've heard Wizkid said about Davido at interviews, and based on what I've heard Davido said about Wizkid. I think most people around them, they are not making things easier. That is something I still believe, and to an extent, based on the rantings of Wizkid, I believe that Wizkid still has a level of hate for Davido that is coming in from jealousy to an extent, because they are quick to say it's about your father's money and the rest. And when you mention that, that means you are jealous of this person because he came from a rich home. That is something I got to understand about that. When you listen to or when you read the alleged kind of interview sessions of Wizkid's dad, you will still understand that he spoke about this money of 18 and the people around Davido. That is something I kind of understand that. Most times it's jealousy mixed with envy that is escalating these kind of things. So you don't have to always judge somebody because he came from a rich home. That is an advice for many people to understand at a time like this. What are your own takes about this kind of story? I want you to put that in the comment section so that we can have a glimpse at this. Davido is really trending right now. Davido at Warri again. Finally, Davido has fulfilled the kind of contractual agreement between him and Amaju Pinnick. Remember that sometimes last year, Warri again was really met without Davido. Although Davido was bid to perform, but something happened and that escalated into something else, and where Amaju Pinnick dragged Davido to court. But right now, Davido has been able to fulfill that. And when Davido landed in Warri, he visited the Olu of Warri and actually had a word with him. So I think we need to catch a glimpse of this.
I'm happy that I was brought up by great parents. I come from a very, very respectful family. Sometimes you get a little big-headed, as OBO sometimes. But number one, it was back and forth, and I
can never be sure for words. Amaju gave me the impression that it was just going to stroke the vibe. Maybe that I can see this is the future of why where Davido and people are concerned. But we are all very welcome. Good to see you.
That concerning any other thing that is going on right now is of no use.
Guys, what are your own takes about this? Don't fail to put your own comment in the comment section below. So what I learned from the conflict between Amaju Pinnick and Davido is that we don't have to approach everything with violence. A lot of people were like preaching violence when the kind of conflict happened between them. Yes, Davido breached the contract. Amaju Pinnick didn't act right to an extent. According to Davido, he said he told them that he could not make it, and instead of them to actually pause that for now, they decided to use his name to sell tickets, and that infuriated Davido at the time, and he didn't return money. So Amaju Pinnick still got on the other hand that Davido didn't refund money and the rest, and this escalated at the time, but they have been able to squash this beef, and that is really sitting well with them. Davido, the likes of Cubana Chief Priest, a lot of others, Israel DNW, they were at Warri again as 30 BG members. Before I dive off, I want to say thank you guys for watching our videos and thank you for the love so far. If you are new here, you can click the subscribe button below, the bell notification icon to always get notifications each time we upload our videos.